one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Looked up by Tyree Gillespie. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Breaks a tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson now to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Connor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Connor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Watch the back, watch the back. In the car. 47's the mic, 47's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. These two teams all tied after one.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 56. Mike 56. It's been a long day for you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Hardman on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Foles. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. With it is Brown. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Counter on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Foles. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Flushed out right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Foles. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down at the 10. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Watson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An even 90 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Watson. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Screen pass to Connor. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Nick Foles, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson escaping the pressure right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Bears! O.J. Howard from 8 yards out. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. But he's got Smith here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Johnson that time able to knock it away. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming up. 20 points down, he's coming. 56 is Mike, 56 is the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.